A small mistake while operating a manual vacuum aspiration set can cause a critical vacuum leak. In today's video, we'll look at how to choose right cannula size, how to assemble the syringe, and perform a live test of the MVA's powerful vacuum pressure using this Normal Saline bottle. First, let's talk about the cannula. Here, we have various sizes ranging from 4 mm to 12 mm, color-coded, as you can see, from yellow up to dark blue. Smaller cannulas are used for the early weeks of pregnancies or for endometrial biopsies, whereas larger cannulas are required as a gestational weeks progress. Always remember, the more accurate your cannula size, the safer and smoother the aspiration process will be. Now comes the most crucial part, the syringe assembly. This aspirator mainly consists of 5 parts and they must fit together precisely as shown here.
माथि हुने गरेर र तल हुने गरेर लगायो हैन यस्तो गरेर यसलाई चाहिँ सेक्युर गर्नको लागि यो भाग यो र यो चाहिँ सँगै हुनु पर्यो अनि यसलाई यस्तो गर्ने है अनि त्यसपछि
Common mistake many people make is forgetting to close the valves. To do this right, first press these two valves buttons inward to lock them properly. Next, pull the plunger back firmly until these two wing-like arms click. Did you hear the sound? Our 60 ml syringe now has a powerful vacuum of 609 mmHg. Maintaining sterility is absolutely critical, so the tip of the cannula should never be touched. If it accidentally comes in contact with a non-sterile surface, it must immediately be re-sterilized by dipping into the betadine. Now, it's time for our live demo. Following a strict no-toss technique, after connecting the cannula to the syringe and inserting the cannula into our sample, let's release the vacuum by pressing these valve buttons. Wow, look at that! The vacuum pressure is incredibly strong. The saline water from the bottle immediately fills up the syringe. In an actual clinical procedure, we clear the uterine cavity exactly like this, by gently rotating the cannula 180 degrees right and left, while smoothly moving it back and forth. In everyday clinical practice, always pay attention to the vacuum lock and no-toss technique. Just like this, bottle becomes lighter, water running out. The clinical procedure has definitive endpoints. During the aspiration process, we should look for 4 signs that indicate the uterus is completely empty. First, you will see red or pink foam in the cannula. Second, the cervix contracts tightly, creating a noticeable grip around the cannula. Third, you will feel a rough, textured or gritty sensation through the cannula against the uterine wall. Fourth, no more tissue passes into the tube. How did you like this walkthrough? If you found it useful, please share it with your medical and nursing peers. Comment below on which medical topic you would like to see in our next video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.